Good whatever time of the day it is you happen to be listening. This is the P&A Podcast Express coming to you recorded from the good old STD here in Deckerville, the Silver Tavern in Deckerville. With me, as always, is Phil Nickel. And we have a couple special guests tonight. JB, Jonathan Bisher.
Right off the bat, I was right.
Is with us. Whoa, what are you right about? Well, wait, hold that thought. I also have to introduce Ashley Wehner-Palmer is with us as well. Kind of a little, TTS reunion thing here. Unofficial preseason
meeting,
yes.
Missing like the major guy.
We're in a little close too because there's a large group of people here celebrating Hardy on a Monday night.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
I wonder what they're celebrating.
They have a menu.
I wish I could be that happy.
Wait, the SCD has an actual menu
on a Monday. Yeah,
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been here a handful of times and did not know they had an actual menu.
Well, it's just a piece of paper with shit written on it, but it's a menu.
I just figured it was kind of ordered normal.
It's not like they're laminated with a picture of a boat going down a canal in Italy or something.
I mean, I figured it's typical bar food: burger, cheese sticks, wingdings, and chicken strips.
Why is that the go-to for every cheesy restaurant? If they serve Italian food, they've got that gondola going down the fucking channel in Italy.
Fancy.
And it's that picture, and it's in the sepia tones usually too.
Sepia tones.
You know what I'm talking about. That's like a go-to for everybody.
It's bougie.
It's bougie.
Yes.
Bougie and Gucci. It's a new way to go.
The food is trash, but the menu looks good.
Yeah, at least the menu.
It's all about what you see when you walk in.
That's right.
The attraction. Visionaries.
There you go.
I don't know how we got that. I guess JB brought up menus, so I
So if you want to email us, and you know you do, email us at pnapodcastexpress@gmail.com or pineapplenipplearsehole@gmail.com, and we will get that email. We probably won't respond pretty bad about that, but we'll take that into consideration. We will throw that on the show. And other than a whole lot of spam, we haven't had much email. So
that was going to be my next question.
Get on it, people. You should never ask that question.
Okay, so I sent you an email 3 weeks ago.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Did I respond?
No.
Hence,
did we mention the email that we received? So we're bad. We're bad podcasters.
I was like,
Phil. I like and Snapchat Phil.
I was like, thank you so much, Adam, for reading my email. I feel so validated.
Hey, Adam's checking it right now.
it's an awful long ways back.
It went to our junk folder.
Probably.
Adam set up the rules for the mailbox, not me.
It couldn't come from an EDU address. So
Anybody
that see Ashley Wehner-Palmer. Block.
Yep. Get rid of that one.
If it comes from an .edu address, they're going to dispute something we say. So junk.
That was like a month ago.
Yeah, it was after.
She said 3 weeks.
Yeah, it was after you guys were talking about Traverse City, and you were so upset about your tour in Traverse City.
I saw all your pictures, and fuck you.
Oh shit!
Fuck your chicken strips.
You had the same damn tour guide, and he sucked for us.
He was so good, but I think I was with the people who were getting married the next day, and so I think they took us in places we weren't supposed to.
I know the difference, Adam.
From what I understand,
she probably had hot friends with her. You did not.
Oh shit!
No, unless he was, Yeah, that was probably the difference.
Oh boy!
I was showing a lot of leg that day, but
it's attractive to the right crowd.
And did you do the day tour or did you do the twilight tour?
The day tour.
Okay, we were in the twilight tour, so it was dark out already, and so it was.
So you know that wedding party had already thrown a few bags. Things were getting kind of interesting.
Yeah.
The guy was trying to see what he was going to get away with.
They also had paid money to use one of the condos for the next day, and they got to go down in the tunnels for photos. I think they had paid for a different kind of experience.
Note to self: if you want better service, pay more money.
Oh, it cost us plenty.
Yeah.
Apparently not enough.
No.
We're paying for all the renovations happening around that place.
Well, from what I understand, and the tour has changed because they're trying to rent out all these housing parts, so they don't want to put in there things like, oh, hey, the place is really freaking haunted, and we tortured people here, So they kind of cut
it's
back
not going to sell. That's not going to sell condos.
I don't know. That's the reason I would buy a place
I know.
there.
I know. Hey, you want to go halfies on it?
Could I have a supernatural experience like in Ghostbusters when he's laying in the bed and this apparition is above him and his zipper goes down and his eyes go cross?
Hey, we're only 2 months away
Remember
from
that
Halloween.
scene?
Your experience would be more like if you were laying on your stomach.
Oh,
You'd get that experience.
Oh.
Hey, with being about 2 months from Halloween, there will be a haunted corn maze at Getner Fisher Farms located just outside of Minden City. Thought I'd throw that out there.
Shameless plug.
Yours truly will be scaring the shit out of people, so please come.
How much are you charging for admission?
I have no idea. I'm not part of that. I just got asked if I want to scare the crap out of people, and I said yes.
Damn it, I want to scare the crap out
And
of
my
people.
friend goes, "Can I have a 12-pack of beer sitting next to me?" I'm like, "Sure." He's like, "All right, I'm in."
It can only help the proceedings.
So you just put them to work. They
So you
want
just
to
put
be a
that out
part
there.
of
Can
it.
you give the details of that once again, please? Because some of our listeners may not have heard it.
There's going to be a haunted corn maze the weekend of Halloween at 5072 South Finkel Road, Minden City, Michigan.
Dude, I can
Nice.
totally come and scare the hell out of people. I'll set a desk up, and I'll just dress like I do for work and be like, I'm 47 years old, and my career has me tied to my desk. People will be like,
Ah!
So, like your everydayness.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
How
And I'll
many people
just-
across the bar are scared of us and why they won't look over here?
And I'll
Yeah.
just be an engineer whose life is terrible and going nowhere.
right,
with
Ashley, got
with
anything
a boss
interesting?
that expects me to be there at the same time every day.
Oh,
Ridiculous.
what a bother.
What the hell, man? You gave me a job. You didn't say I had to be here at the same time every day.
It's not like he signs your paychecks.
That's right. Fuck. Man, Jesus Christ.
JB just gave you an out.
I guess. Bitch, you don't sign my paychecks.
Oops.
Oh, man. Tomorrow's
Next
probably the
week-
day I get fired.
Next week, Phil's depressed because
No, because this
he
doesn't come out till
doesn't have a job.
Thursday. So
Yeah.
they won't
No,
hear
I'll
it.
probably say that to him tomorrow. He'll say something. I'll be like, bitch, you don't sign my paycheck.
My friend's a ticket. Here's why. He got me fired.
And I was looking for a job when I found this one.
We give you the tools to be successful.
That's right.
It's on you on how you use
Career
that.
advice
Yeah.
here. Career advice. Next
too
week, we're
much.
going to discuss resumes.
Oh, mine's trash. Just like everything else in my life.
If you have any skills, like if you're double jointed or if you're good at a certain video game, be sure to put that on your resume.
Accident prone as fuck.
Yeah, put that on your resume.
I will fall at any random
If you
time.
need a reason for a safety meeting, I'm your guy.
Oh shit, here we come.
If I go outside, I burn like a redhead in July.
That's right.
Hire me.
Does anybody have any gear grinds? I already ground mine with the whole schedule thing. It really irks me. I don't like to be controlled like that.
Expectations are tough.
My
I
time
know.
is my time because we only have one life.
I go
live.
to work at like 7:30 and leave at like 3.
And time is linear, but
Pretty
not
nice.
infinite for us because we expire at some point. So
Eventually,
really,
yes.
I'm doing my best to make my life my own. But I don't know. These people have these artificial constructs that they put upon you.
Yeah. Yeah, it must suck being you.
It's tough.
I literally work
You
to
poor thing.
keep my expectations so low
Right.
that people are just like, oh, he showed up today. And, then
Everybody at work asks me why my expectations are so low. I'm like, because they're easy to achieve, and then you feel better about yourself when you
That's
achieve
right.
them.
yeah.
If I set unattainable goals like they tell you to as a kid, my life's just a shit show.
If your boss
I failed.
ever says things like, "Wow, I didn't expect that out of you," or "That's pretty good coming from you," you're on the JB program.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, you are.
Well,
And want to know what? You get to hanging out with a bunch of 40 and 30-year-olds. So you'll take it
Doing podcast in a loud bar.
so let me ask you this.
on a Monday night.
If I have a friend whose goal is to be like a Major League Baseball player, and my goal is to be like where I'm at, and I've met my goal, but they are not a Major League Baseball
You are
player.
much more successful in life.
You're
yeah, in
successful.
life, I'm way ahead of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
110%. Fuck them if they only make it to AAA.
See these
Yeah.
people.
They
with
didn't make
these-
their goal.
These people
No.
with these big lofty goals, I don't get it, man. Like most of the time, I'm just happy to make it to lunchtime at work without strangling somebody.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good goal.
Yeah.
Or actually wake up in the morning.
That's usually what I've had numerous people say to me in the morning as I leave. Don't murder anybody today.
Could you please be kind today?
Mine is
Don't murder
kill
anyone
yourself.
today.
That was a good one.
I'm going to put a sign in my office tomorrow that says, 3 days since I last forgot to wear pants. The safety thing, but for pants.
3 days since last.
We made it.
3
Yeah.
days since last lost pants incident.
Yes.
That reminds me of Eddie's almost shitting his pants incident.
No, Eddie did shit his pants, and he was on a date with Mrs. Fury. That was before they got married even.
Good old Taco Bell. That's when you know she's a keeper.
Eddie literally shit his pants on a date and ended up marrying her.
The question is, why was he taking her on a date to Taco Bell?
I think the answer's in the question there.
It's Eddie.
Yeah, exactly.
There's one thing about Eddie is, he hates roundabouts, he hates cold pasta and raccoon, but he loves him some Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Dude, the one night I took him Taco Bell up to the station and he was just ecstatic. So I figured I'd do a solid, and the next time I'm like, hey, do you want Taco Bell? No, I'm not eating that shit right now. Like, what happened? I had a bad experience. I'm like, do you want to talk about it? No. All right, and a good friend I am, so I just left it at that.
And the rule for you guys is, though, because I remember being in Marlette and you were like, are you going back down to the sideline? I was like, yeah, why? Well, you better go because we had Taco Bell before the game.
If you're going to go, you better go now.
Could you please go now?
Because this might offend your greater sensibilities.
Good thing since I've had COVID, my smell's still spotty, so certain things I can smell.
Well, then I should broadcast with you.
And then, the best part is at work, I don't know who let one go, but I'm standing right there in the middle, like, you don't smell? I'm like, not at all.
So
like, God damn it, it's horrible.
We're in North Branch last year, and we're in the little edge of the booth all by ourselves, and the stairs from the upstairs went right through. They had to get down, and I was just cutting them up all first half. And the coaches came down for halftime. They all walked through, they're like, whoa. And these are guys that are in a locker room all the time. Think about
that. They hit the
that.
wall and just,
I offended their senses. Even Mikey's like, I don't know what's happening right now.
Maybe that's why the coaches in HB go up on the very top of the thing. It's a little more air quality up there.
Heat rises, though.
I'm shocked it didn't go up the stairs. But, they were the farts that they burned on the way out. So those tend to sit.
They don't travel.
Those are the low-hanging clouds. They just kind of sit right there.
They're too heavy. They're too heavy.
If they burn on the way out, they don't rise.
Not air pressure.
They just sit. They're like
simple meteorology there.
They're just heavy.
Well, there's probably enough matter in there that it's like sandblasting your anus.
Yeah. Gets those hard-to-reach places.
That way he can repaint it and have it look nice and good.
Once again, the podcast has devolved to talking about farts.
Oh my God!
That was from the infamous chocolate milk chug night. Yeah, there's still some on the mirror.
Still some my ass. There's a whole half a jug on the mirror.
What did he do? He just
lost it. Oh.
He was sitting where you're sitting, and I looked at him like this, and he went.
All it took was JB looking at it.
JB,
his face is pretty hilarious.
And I saw my opening, so I grabbed my jug and went chug, 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 and I was done.
I grabbed mine, and by the time I grabbed mine, and I look over at Phil, and he had like this much left. I'm like, shit.
And Adam still had about this much left.
And that's how the West was won.
I finished up. I only had about that much left.
I never
could have won.
Oh, I felt terrible.
So how long?
Till about noon the next day.
Are you lactose intolerant?
No, but it just sat right in my stomach.
So here's the thing. I was so tired after that. Like, I have never wanted to go to sleep so bad in my entire life.
Well, the heaviness of that chocolate milk probably lulled you to sleep.
And the only thing is then I also drank like 2 pitchers of beer after that and couldn't catch a buzz. Because it had coated everything. The alcohol just wasn't getting through.
It coated the acid in your stomach and didn't allow anything.
If you want to know how to sober up, drink a half gallon of chocolate milk.
There you go.
Well, no, I don't think that's the key. Because I was kind of milk drunk.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
Do you think it had like the same effect like Thanksgiving when you get too full and then you start to feel that weird like?
It was worse.
Right.
I could have had like Lions game. Let's watch them lose. 30 seconds later.
Yeah. No, I've never been that tired. I wanted to go to sleep so bad. I just wanted to curl up on the nasty chocolate milk covered floor and fall asleep.
It's true.
The funny thing was I could hear it literally happening, like because it was like everybody got quiet real quick, and then you're like, "Are you guys gonna talk, or are we done, or what's going on here?"
Watching him like, I looked at Matt and he's going, and it's a spit show.
The sound though of it coming out, like you could hear it.
And then you probably heard my laughter.
We need to make that a drop. We need to go back and get that audio and make that a drop.
The gurgle of the like chugging was. Yes, it was the best, but it was
right there.
So I wish I could make a GIF out of Matt spewing that because it was coming out his nose. I mean,
I thought it caught on camera. It would have been great.
Not a little bit either, was it?
Oh,
it
no.
was like
look at the wall.
Yeah, that
it
says
was
it all.
just pouring out his nose.
Put that on the Facebook page right there.
He was in pain, and I liked it.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, but what face did you make at him, JB?
I just looked at him like this. I just blankly stared at him.
Although we've made faces at each other before and legit had like dead air time because we're laughing so hard we have to cover the mics.
Eddie just looks over at
He's
us
like, "What are you laughing about?" We don't know.
If you ever listen to me in Ash's basketball games, we'll be talking mid-sentence and then it'll just be quiet for 35 seconds.
Nobody's ever
I am
listened
like
to that.
laying on
Yeah, we've noticed.
Yeah. There's a reason why they sent me and Ashley out there because it's subpar and no one listens to us.
People are like, "This is just some meaningless basketball game. We don't need to listen to
All
this."
basketball games are meaningless.
Hey, you did a basketball game with us, so shut up.
We have fun. Leave it alone.
They're meaningless until the
And
tournament.
she brings me sprees and Starburst, so I like her.
That's fair. So,
Ashley's here. Should we go ahead and get something to eat?
yeah, so she can hear us
Jesus.
chew.
Dude, I just ate so much
as
food
long as
today.
you're not speed eating, so I don't have to watch you guys do that.
I think had my mindset been a little different last week, I could have hung with him on the chili cheese dogs. I've been thinking about this all week.
It's been bothering him that he lost.
Well,
Did you start out too fast?
So here's the
like,
thing.
what was the deal?
So here, I had to prepare them and carry those 2 big-ass trays of fucking chili cheese dogs out here, and they were heavy, and I psyched myself out.
Do you think that having to make them made you not want to eat them very fast?
I think so, because I lovingly made them with a lot lot of care. They looked good. They were works of art, and they
Where
were
did
tasty.
you get those from?
I'll be
I bought them
honest.
from A&W.
He kind of made love to him as he ate them.
That's the first
I
thing
just want
Phil's
to know
made
how
love to
many
in a long
times you
time.
guys said the word wiener.
Well, that's
A lot.
I haven't made love to anything like that in a long, long time in my past. I have references to that. So
Making love to wieners?
no, the women I've made love to, not nearly as good as what I did for those chili cheese dogs, which is why I'm single.
I mean, the only real difference between like Phil eating those and him having sex is there was less chili involved. With the
Less chili and way less wiener,
And there was no shower.
right? Same amount of buns, though.
yeah.
Can we just talk about that Phil's the only single one here?
That I'm what?
Oh,
You're the only
he
single
is.
one here.
My apologies, Phil.
I mean, the answer once again is in the question. Why is Phil single?
Should you do like a P&A Podcast Express Bachelor Edition?
Dude, we should.
Yes.
With this foot-long chili cheese dog,
We
you
just
move
gotta
on to
do
the
it
next
on-
round.
Yeah.
Random Saturday
Will
night
you
and wait
accept
for another
this
party
wiener?
bus full of
Accept my
21 year
wiener.
Please accept my wiener.
So how do we want to do this? Do we want to do this like a dating game type of thing, or
Send
an
your
auction?
resume to PNAPodcastExpress.com.
I think people should nominate like who they think, and then maybe they could send a picture with it or
Us three
something.
determine the top 5.
And I can't, of course, I cannot be privy to the selection process for the
Nope.
candidates
No.
at all.
And
Me
then
and
maybe
Ashley-
they like
Yeah.
do a little mini date or
Me,
something.
Ashley, and Adam select the top 5. We bring them, invite them here to the STD, and then we do a little questionnaire game where Phil doesn't get to see him, and he chooses a contestant 1 through 5.
And if you put
I
it up
like
right
it.
now, you could do it for the 100th podcast.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, good
Because
Lord.
Phil would be in good spirits based on the last time you did
the
a live
spirits,
podcast.
the spirits will have me in good
Exactly.
spirits.
And if another party bus happens to show up, we can always grab women off of that.
There you
Well,
go.
that's what I'm
The
thinking.
ringers, they come
We
in
may-
at the last minute.
We may have to, if we're going to fill 5 seats for Phil, we may have to pull in some randos
You're
off the
gonna,
street.
I mean, you're gonna have to hire some professionals,
And let's
probably.
just say those girls you had on the last live podcast would have been ideal candidates for Phil.
Well, hold on. If we're doing this for Phil, the term girls might have to be,
It's very loose.
yeah, be very loose.
Pro tip: don't show them a picture of
range
me.
from the age from above 18, hopefully nothing below like 24 for Phil, to 7.
Yeah.
Make it 65.
Sugar mama, man.
65.
Phil's not just looking for one that's going to kick the bucket.
Right.
No, he wants companionship for at least the next couple of years. So 65.
Or at least
Until
6
kids leave
months.
the house.
At least 6 months.
At least 6 months.
That's a lofty goal there, Phil. Good job.
I mean, that'd
be
be
longer than
my
his last
third longest relationship. Yeah.
His first being his marriage, sadly.
Oh boy.
So this, like already right now, this is his 3rd longest relationship with this girl that he hasn't met yet.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Phil's new future girlfriend on his third longest relationship.
So maybe put out a few feelers into the universe. What are you looking for in an ideal partner?
If I could say one thing to start this whole proceeding off to whomever this is, I'm sorry.
What do you look for in a woman, Phil?
Female.
She cannot have a sense of smell.
Yeah, we know that.
Or she's
really good at hiding it.
Yeah, or she doesn't mind farts because there's going to be a lot of them.
Likes beer.
She has to like beer is a positive.
Although having somebody who doesn't might be good too. You may need a drunk
I need
DD
a
every once in a while.
Well, that's why you live so close to the STD.
True.
You know, it's funny because I'm a big fat doofus, but I like skinny girls, and it's the weirdest thing because skinny girls don't really like fat dudes.
They like dad bods. You're just a little over the dad bod.
I overshot the dad bod goal.
You got the dad part. You just don't got the bod part.
Yeah, I'm working on that.
So
I'm on a diet.
I'm liking the way this is framing up.
I think this is a good idea.
What else do I look for in a woman? She has to think I'm funny, which is tough.
I would say she'd have to laugh at your jokes. I think that would be a good thing for you to have.
So a very bland sense of humor.
Yes, I mean she has to be drier than JB's farts.
I also think you need somebody who's a little more independent because if you have somebody who's clingy, I don't think that's going to work for you.
I do not like clingy, and do not leave me notes in the morning. Unless we're, like, deep into the relationship.
Is that what Teacher Girl did?
No, I actually do like the notes in the morning now that I think about it. But
does it make you feel loved?
Whatever you do, don't date me, bring your cat to my house, and then move to Thailand and leave your cat with me, because I hate that.
You still got the cat?
The cat's still at my house.
Can I have the cat?
So
yes.
I like cats.
So really,
the cat
you just need somebody who's extremely tolerant, skinny,
dry sense of
can
humor.
work independently, and would be okay with not seeing me for like 4 to 6 days on end.
So somebody who has their own life and doesn't need you all the time. That's a good,
majorly somebody that just wants to hook up with Phil.
Yeah.
They don't have to like kids because I don't like them either, so it's okay.
Yeah,
you're not looking for a mama for your babies.
I love my own
good.
kids. Everybody else's kids can go fuck themselves.
That's the way I feel too. I'm like, I barely did
fuck you guys.
Yeah.
I was just a kid when I met you, I feel like.
Yeah, I didn't like you then.
Yeah, no, same. About your 21st birthday, I started to come around on you.
Poor JB.
Now just think about it. You shape into this well-universed person.
Well-universed.
Jokes unified.
Jokes on you.
Where did you go to school?
If you're having us mold
we
you.
don't talk about that. It's about a unified person.
What else do I want in a woman? I don't know. I'm not overly complicated. I'm a red-blooded American dude. I like beer. I like football. I like books about war. I like bowling. And I like boobs. I like boobs a lot.
So they gotta have
to recap, somebody who can tolerate you like a day or two a week.
Yeah.
Has boobs, and which there are a lot of dudes that could be in that category.
Oh, I know. I'm one of them.
So, and then
this might not have been a good idea. All I do is laugh with this.
No, I think this will work. So, if you think you can tolerate Phil, so this is not going to be a date Phil thing. It's can you tolerate Phil?
Yeah. I think that's a better play on this.
Yeah.
Can you tolerate Phil?
Yeah.
Who can tolerate Phil the best?
Right.
We need to take a photo of him like holding the rose out like the bachelors do. I'll put like I'll Photoshop like a tuxedo on him.
One of those t-shirt tuxedos? Yeah.
That'd be so good. Or no, holding out a wiener with some chili on it. Yeah, instead
chili
of
cheese hot dog. With this wiener, you move on to the next round. Please
accept my chocolate milk.
Will you accept my wiener?
So we'll have 5 rounds. We'll eliminate one girl every round in sense. If we get 5, I feel like we'll probably get 1 or 2.
I can just see the first date. Hey, look, I ran out of chloroform, so can you chug this half gallon of chocolate milk?
So here's the thing, too. I like them, the spectrum of their intelligence. They either have to be really, really dumb or really, really smart.
No in between.
No, because in between is just bland. Ashley's really, really smart.
You make me. Why do you even say that stuff? All I do is laugh
JB,
at
you're
you.
on the other end of the spectrum.
I'm a dumb man. I know that. We talked about this
you're pretty.
Today.
Actually, I am not that smart.
Well, you fake it well.
She works at a college, but she's not a college professor.
All right, JB, you're pretty. Your looks get you by on a lot.
They really do. You know, my brother always goes, your girlfriends have improved every single time. He's like, I don't get how.
He is kind of a pretty boy, isn't
I know.
he?
Like, I'm glad you took the advice I gave you months ago on this podcast.
I don't remember your
You should be
advice.
slamming ass all over this
Oh
town.
my God.
And you finally did.
When I was listening to
did,
that
though.
podcast, I spit out whatever I was drinking just like that chocolate milk.
I do not remember that
I
at
was
all.
losing it
Do you remember when I
laughing.
told him that? JB, you're
Yes.
young. You're
Losing
you should be
it.
slamming ass all over this county.
And I agreed. It's
Yes.
one of the few pieces of
And then
advice
the
that Phil
live
gives.
podcast, I bring over the judge's daughter.
Yeah.
That's a good one, though.
And I can't, now I got to be careful.
You're in
so
a
I don't end up
relationship
jail.
now, and that's fine. That's fine.
That was after he broke up with Warrior Princess.
Right.
I'm
And I,
guessing,
and I
whatever
said you need
episode
to
that
play the
was.
field a little
Yep.
bit, and you did. I'm proud of you.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a fun little month and a half, 2 months there. Not going to lie. There was a lot of
The
trips
single
made to,
life was
There
good
was
for
a lot
you.
of trips made to Saginaw.
A lot of money spent on rubbers.
Or a lot of trips to the VU.
No booze. I've actually never been to the VU.
No, he's conscious of the environment, so he just reused the same one.
He uses biodegradable rubbers.
Yeah.
You guys are so disgusting. It's not even.
You know how you reuse a condom, right? Turn it inside out and shake the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
It's like a pair of underwear you can wear in 4 days. Frontward, backward, inside out, frontwards, and inside out, backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the 4 square method.
Fortunately, mine are just a waistband anymore.
You're that guy.
Why you just go commando at that point?
No, I like to feel supported.
It's that added support he needs. He's like, I don't know, my underwear waistband's still down there, but the rest of it isn't. Thanks for the support.
But the waistband used to say Hanes, now it just says fuck me on it.
So whenever your wife threw laundry, you're like, well, those aren't mine.
She can see right through it.
Fantastic.
If you double it up, you can wear it as a headband and do jazzercise too, so that's pretty handy.
Wear it as a headband, sketch a little Japanese flag on there.
Although there's enough remnants of the actual underwear left that if I wear it upside down, it kind of looks like fake hair.
Yeah, you need that.
I look like Guy Fieri.
We call that the Jimi Hendrix look.
Triple G's, man.
Yeah.
I saw Guy Fieri once.
Yeah?
Do you guys know who Two Turnt Tony is?
You don't sound really excited
No.
about that.
Yeah,
It was-
you're not real enthusiastic about
I
this.
used to nanny for a family who would come to Harbor Beach for the summer, and they would take me with them to Martha's Vineyard.
Rich
And
people.
he was doing one of those diners, drive-ins, and dives at this little, I don't know,
Dive?
hole in the wall thing. Yeah, and so the car was parked out front. And they had it all blocked off, like so you could kind of stand there and watch, but you really you saw it for 2 seconds, and then
Cheeseburger's going on right now. Anybody gonna make an appearance there in Caseville?
No, gonna avoid it like the plague.
Never been there in my entire life.
don't do it.
Okay.
That
Unless
is like,
unless you want to park in like Elkton.
that's like the cesspool of the thumb.
And walk in,
Cheeseburger.
yeah. Park in Bayport and walk all the way to Caseville.
I would imagine there's a lot to look at when you go up there.
Oh, I would imagine it'd be a fun time if you were
Yeah.
single, Phil.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
You
but
know,
you'd have to
next
take
year-
somebody with you
It's
to
like
babysit
being
you.
it's like me being a fat guy and dropping me off at McDonald's with no money. Like nothing's gonna happen. I'm just gonna sit there drooling.
You're gonna go get some free bacon from Grimace.
Free bacon. Free bacon.
Phil's gonna put up advertisements on the bathroom stall above the bathroom stalls where all the guys are looking at him. Oh, so I can go there and get some action?
Oh,
You're
boy.
so mean to Phil, but he's so mean to you. Is this just a love-hate relationship?
It
It's all
works.
hate though.
I'm not worried about it.
I'm not either.
It just gets worse during bowling season.
Yeah, it
That's
works.
all I
Oh, it
hear.
gets worse during bowling.
Have you ever been to one of our bowling matches? You should see how I get treated. I'm either on a pedestal or I am in the dog shit.
Well, that's
It's
because you
one or
either
the other.
bowl really good or you suck ass.
There is no in between.
They're really, either I'm competing for Adam for last place or I'm blowing this fucker
Either
out
he's
of the
throwing
water.
70s or 170s. It's no
It's either I'm going for like 3 turkeys a game or I'm like, I can't hit a fucking pin.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Because I did have like the highest score at one point, and I'm pretty sure I had
Yeah.
the lowest score around with like a 30 at one point.
Hey, Lyndon.
Linden?
Can
Linden.
we get a picture when you get a chance, please? Thank you, sir. Take back every bad thing I ever said about you.
I
No,
can't
you
wait
don't.
for bowling to start up again.
I'm kind of anxious too.
When do you start? After,
November.
Oh, not till November?
No, October.
October.
Excuse me, that's going to stink. I'm sorry.
Shit.
Wait, is October truck month?
Truck month!
November's
I don't know.
Oh boy.
Holy fuck. Sorry, I
Hey,
just
did
felt like
Eddie
saying
ever get
holy
his
fuck.
money?
Eddie's money. No, he hasn't gotten it yet.
I don't like the idea you were throwing out today about fantasy football. I'm not in for $500.
I think that was a joke. That was a
So
joke.
Mikey texted me right before he puts on the group chat, you want to be in another league? Yeah, why not? I'm going to be in 4 leagues right now.
Oh, good. Another person who can beat me.
Defending champs in 2 of them, defending champs in 2 of them, just so we know. So I'm coming to fuck you guys over in the Thumbtail Getter League.
Usually, I'm in first place to like week 5, and then all of a sudden it just
Then
goes
5
downhill.
weeks in. And Ash is just like, I don't know what to do.
I knew what to do. It's just that my players screw me over.
They're terrible.
Durable.
Yeah, I won like
Terrible.
$600 in fantasy football last year, so I'm not complaining.
I wouldn't mind being in for 25. I thought we were supposed to do that in the first place.
My one league's $100.
25
I was like,
okay.
nobody ever asked me for money, so I didn't know if I was supposed to pay or not.
I always wait to pay in fantasy football to see if I like.
See
the
if I
person
win?
to win.
Yeah.
No, to see if I like.
Or
the
if
person.
you win.
And if you don't, you say, fuck you.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh well, I never intended to pay in the first place.
Yeah, that's about how it goes usually.
It's like lighting a fart. If it's somebody you don't like, you hold the lighter extra close.
Now, whatever you guys do, don't
Oh,
do
you've never
fantasy
lit anybody's
baseball
farts
unless
before,
you're in
have
love
you?
with-
I have not.
Oh,
Unless,
well,
we're talking about lighting things. Dude, one of my buddies took a propane torch with some ether and was burning a hornet's nest. Coolest thing I ever seen. Giant ass flamethrower. Cooler than yours. Because it was homemade.
Cooler
He
than
literally
this.
held it there and
What?
burned a hornet's nest.
Blasphemous. What is this you speak of?
I got to take a break on that note. I'll be right back.
are you okay?
Yeah.
What's
well,
going on? Are you okay?
His flamethrower comment has me
You're rattled, visibly.
engulfed,
in just anger.
or I might have to use the bathroom.
Or he has
I'm
to
not sure
pee.
which.
Yeah,
okay.
one of the two.
Try to light that on fire.
If that feels like fire, you might want to go get it checked out.
We could talk about.
I heard there's a person you know working at the health department now.
That's right. So we can discreetly get our STD
Dude,
test done.
I work at a hospital.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
he has a lot of discreet ways he can do that.
Wait, they're not STDs anymore. It's what, sexually transmitted viruses? Is that what it is?
STIs.
STI. That's the word.
Actually, what I would do is I would just wait for like some old lady to come in, and I'd dump her piss cup out, and I'd piss in it, and then I'd just wait for Ethel's results to come back and be like, boy, that dirty dame.
You know, you said you want to be discreet there, but working at a hospital, everybody knows who you are. So, like,
That's why I'm pissing in Ethel's cup, goddammit.
they're going to know about Adam. Like, you'd have to go to a different hospital so they wouldn't know you.
No, totally would throw Ethel under the bus.
Fuck her if she dies in 6 months.
They'd be like, you need a shot now.
And then you steal that shot from her and shove it into your own ass.
Exactly.
How long have you had herpes? What?
My husband died at 79.
Adam's got the room bug so you can hear all the test results so he knows
He
what's
said,
going on with
my
his own
husband
life.
said that's what they did in Nam.
Cue fortunate son.
I'll be back.
Okay. How are we going to carry the show without Adam?
Well, Ashley, it's our time to shine.
Oh,
Go
Lord.
on, you two. Have some witty banter. I'm just going to sit back and observe.
Dude, our witty banter's so random. It just,
Yeah,
it doesn't, you can't put us on point like this.
The show's random. What do you want to talk about? Any gear grinds? Any my friend's a dick and here's why? Any karate kicks to the crotch?
In Ash's case, my friend's a bitch, and here's why. You got any?
Yeah, well, you can do
I
that
have
too.
guy friends too. They could be dicks.
We are dicks. I mean, you're sitting here with me, Adam, and Phil.
See, that's a fair observation. At any given week, any guest could just pick a story about Adam or I because we're kind of dicks.
True.
It's what we do.
You know,
It's who you are.
You know, my friend's a dick, Phil. Here's why.
Yeah.
I invited him to go golfing yesterday, and nothing happened.
Instead, I got day drunk
Yeah.
and night drunk.
Day and night drunk.
Day and night
You
drunk.
got all day drunk.
I drank a lot during the day. I took a 2-hour nap, and then I drank a lot at night.
So you rallied and then like came back for it. Yeah.
Kind of disappointed in that pour.
Yeah, because you didn't tilt the cup.
I know.
He
It's
was
okay.
trying to like not knock over his microphone and pour at the same time.
Yeah, trying to. So what are we going to call this debacle of looking for a date for me?
The intolerable Phil.
The intolerable Phil. That's not bad.
I give it a
I'm
6
trying
out
to
of
think
10.
of a play on Phil that would be like.
Phil's fling, PH though.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
We got some time to work on it. We got to work on the graphics and
Hold
the
on,
media.
I
We got to get it all going.
Ashley, if you know what team name is mine in fantasy football, I will bring Starburst to our first game we do together.
If I can figure out who it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Without-
There's a couple I still don't know who they
Without
are.
looking at like the person's name, just by the team names. If you can
Right.
figure out which one it is.
So we're on this text together, and I'm like, Jonathan, is that number Phil? And he's like, you didn't know it was Phil? I was like, no, I didn't want to say anything on the group text in case, like,
And no
it
offense,
wasn't,
Phil,
and then I would
Phil
feel weird.
Phil used delicate the right way.
Did he?
Yeah, you were wrong in that.
I know. I must not have been reading it correctly.
No,
I'm like,
I don't do anything delicate.
I'm a bull in a china shop.
That's right.
And then she's like, don't you mean...
Oh, because I meant
delegate.
delegate.
To delegate,
Yeah.
yes.
I'm like, he meant delicate. I'm like,
No,
I'm
he got
confused.
it right because I made the typo.
And I said,
yeah.
I'm a ham-fisted whore. I do everything just fucking haphazardly.
But I'm like, oh shit, who is
So
this?
mark that down, ladies.
So, Phil, I got the first observation for you behind you with the glasses, the blonde-dyed hair, potential suitor, yay or nay.
Sure, why not?
I think she's got a wedding ring on.
Rings don't plug holes.
Wow!
You're just terrible.
So my buddy always tells me at work, he goes, I want to rail that chick. I'm like, she's married. Hey, ring doesn't plug a hole.
Wow.
Ashley, we all know you and Eric are solid.
I respect the
Since
sanctity of marriage.
2006.
Dang. That's when I got married for the second time, is 2006.
Second time.
Well, we got married at the courthouse, and then we had the official floofy noofy wedding with all the bells and whistles, and cost me a lot of money.
Oh, you mean the way I make my living?
Because at one time I actually loved my ex-wife.
I got thinking about this. If I were to get married, I couldn't have Ashley do my photos.
You're right, because she'd be your best man.
No.
I don't know about that, but I just think she wouldn't have any fun because we want to. Well, she doesn't drink, but
No.
I'd want to get her shit faced at my wedding.
It wouldn't
That's
happen
goals
anyway.
right there.
That is
Oh,
my
God,
goal.
Adam,
At my
thank-
future
I
wedding,
actually-
Thank God you're back.
Do you know what's really
face.
bad though? So Eric's cousin got married, and we got to go as like guests. I had like PTSD because I was sitting there thinking I was missing things. Yeah, and I'm like, am I supposed to be doing something right now? Because I'm so used to it that it just is like second nature. So
Ladies
now
and gentlemen, it's time for the dances. We need to follow the bride to the dance floor.
Should we just start a company? Like we'll do it as one big group, and this all make a bunch of money.
Wouldn't that be so much fun?
And if you're the photographer, get your
Why
ass
the
out here
hell
because
did I
you're
sell the
missing
tent
it.
business then?
Yeah, I know.
If I would have known that, you could have
It's time to cut the cake.
We need. I need better DJs. There's some that are really bad.
There's a lot of horrible ones out
There's
there.
terrible
is.
ones.
I feel
Where
like I could be a
if
better
I
DJ.
legit have to come up to you and be like, "Hey, can we get this going?" Like people are just leaving. Like
Now,
what's
see-
going on?
Seriously, when I DJ, I have like a whole itinerary of the times that everything's going to happen.
You
Like,
have to.
and if it's not going, I'm like, hey, bride, get your shit together.
Because I'm like,
Hey,
you're
I know
supposed
this
to
is your
kind of
special
be-
day, but fuck you, I'm running
Yeah.
the show here.
I'm like, you're supposed to kind of be the one who's like emceeing this, so just get it going. Just tell her what to do. 'Cause they have no clue what
Oh yeah,
they're doing.
they are that day. They are stupid.
Yeah.
So
If
probably
you're instance and you stand up a wedding, you go to somebody's pond to take pictures and you watch one of the groomsmen break her lawn chair.
the easiest wedding I've ever DJ'd was she had been married 3 times and he'd been married 4 times, so they knew the drill. It's easy.
Did they use slingshots to do the cake ceremony?
Yeah, of course they did. They knew what the fuck was going
Yeah.
on.
I want to.
Like they were coming up and telling me, "Hey, let's move this along. We got things to do. We're just in it for the gifts."
I'm working on the next one already.
That's right.
So see the bridesmaid over in the corner.
That's right. Hey, see that bridesmaid over in the corner? Why don't you play this song for me, and I'll show you a thing or
Phil,
two.
if I do it right, I can have you stand up in the wedding with a single girl.
We've tried that before. It still hasn't worked.
Oh,
No.
you're useless.
I'm terrible. Have you ever seen me around a girl I'm actually attracted to and
No.
think I have a
He,
shower?
he becomes like a puppy, like
Oh.
weird, like
Hold
awkward.
on. Can I tell a story
He gets
here?
giggly.
Yeah.
So last weekend we're at Tuscola-Palooza, right?
Oh, boy.
Oh my God.
And
Oh.
the Sugar Punk Fairies have a drummer. And holy shit, I've never seen Phil like just
Drool.
Did he become like 12 years old again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little puppy dog following her around.
yeah.
Oh.
He even
to touch the
okay. So get this. He's talking to her, right? And he's like, "What exactly did you say to her? You seem really. You used a pretty cheesy.
Yeah.
You seem kind of distant, or you seem
a
like
little distracted.
Yeah, you seem a little distracted. Like, really? Terrible line. Terrible line.
So I expect better out of you. I'm not gonna lie. You've had 40 years of experience.
I know. I thought he was more charismatic than that, but maybe it's just awkward charisma.
Dude, do I need to show you how it's done?
To be fair,
I
I was probably about 15 beers into it at this point too.
That's when the best ones usually come out, though.
Yeah.
No,
There was no
Then
creativeness.
again, drunk Phil
Words
is
not
more
work
functional
good.
than sober Phil.
There was no creativeness.
Words not
whatsoever.
work good.
Yeah, words no work good no more.
Yeah, but I think you were better as drunk Phil because
Pretty girl.
Yeah, drunk Phil is more functional
drunk Phil
than
is
sober
very
Phil.
Here's-
like
to be
very like,
fair-
oh hi, how are you? And he kind of like
Yeah,
brings you in
to
and
be
is a
fair,
little more
yeah, very disarming. And
Yep.
but to be fair, she like initiated the conversation with me,
He was
and
just
I'm
caught
like,
off guard.
I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Phil was caught off guard, and everything he noticed is in shambles.
Because I interviewed the band, and the interview with the band went great. But
Yeah, you
our
did well.
interaction after that was just horrible. Because she walks up to me and she said something. And I'm like, looking around. I'm like,
Are you talking to me?
Is that a female voice talking to me?
Wait, hot chick talk to me. What do now?
oh boy, what do I do with my hands? What do I do? Don't grab her boobs. Don't grab her boobs. Yeah. Pound chest. Pound chest.
Me want you.
Like I'm like, oh.
Tarzan,
Okay,
watch
so
Jane.
hot chick talking to me. I can talk about my fancy car. Nope, don't have one of those. Talk about my big dick. Nope, don't have one of those. Talk about all the money I have. Nope, don't have that. So I'm fat. How you doing?
I got man boobs. You want to compare mine and yours?
She'd have won.
Can I try on your outfit? See, these all would have been better.
I know, better than, you seem distracted.
No,
I that voice too.
her answer was just, no, I'm just awkward. And I'm like, me too.
Exactly why you guys have been perfect together.
Well, and get this, she's an engineer.
Yeah, she's a fucking engineer too.
I hear the wedding bells.
Oh no, she's already dating a Phil. She already has a Phil. It's so funny because her inner relationship with his Phil something, and I'm like, oh, she already has a Phil. You don't want more than one.
Yeah. She's got her
She has
fill.
her fill.
Yeah,
One Phil's more than enough.
yeah.
And we're not even in a relationship with this Phil.
No.
And it's more than enough to handle.
Well, I kind of am. I'm kind of married to him on Mondays.
You are. He's like your
Come
podcast
bowling,
wife.
you're married to him on Tuesdays.
Yeah, holy shit.
It's terrible.
Hey, there you go. Adam's a 1 or 2 days a week person you got to stand.
So if I do, see, that's the problem. I'm better when I'm broken. If I'm in a relationship, everything goes south. My creativity, everything, and I won't have time to spend with
Wait, you're
Adam.
creative?
No, fuck no. I'm the least creative person I've ever met.
Gay!
If I were gay, I'd probably be a lot more creative.
And, well,
And
probably
colorful.
What's that? And flamboyant.
colorful.
And a better dresser.
I'd go full Liberace gay.
Oh, hell yeah.
You'd be the most flamboyant gay there ever was, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Did you ever see on Saturday Night Live there was an old skit?
Wait, Ashley, sorry
Schmidt's
to interrupt.
gay?
Go ahead.
Out of us three, who would be the most flamboyant? Would it be Phil?
Yeah.
Correct.
It would be Phil.
Thank you.
It's fabulous.
So there was a skit on Saturday Night
Fortunate son.
Live years ago.
Right.
I so cue it.
Years ago.
Years
and,
ago.
it had Joe Piscopo as Joe Pesci doing Man Talk. And he had Michael Jackson and Liberace on there. And he's like, so, you guys, you got to be bagging a lot of chicks. How do you do it? And the guy doing Liberace's like, well, I just tickle the ivories and then the panties are hanging from the candelabra. For some reason, it struck me as like the funniest thing.
Oh.
And then Michael Jackson's like, well, I just go up to a girl and I say, do you want to jump my bones? And 9 out of 10 times I get slapped, but that 10th time, it's magic.
Wow. Is Cookie listening live out there?
I don't
Get
know
this.
why.
Cookie just sent a message. He said, so I think this podcast could become a love connection or a cum dumpster for Phil. Is he listening to us live right now?
Probably is.
Does he have
Do you have a
magical
way
powers?
do you have a way to tune into us live, Cookie?
We're recording right now. We're not broadcasting.
That's fucking crazy, man.
That is
Like
crazy.
literally, like 7:07. That's what it says.
Oh my god.
That was just not even 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
He's
maybe has he developed a pattern for
He's
our
more.
podcast?
He has.
Like,
He's learned the algorithm of. He could do his. Cookie's actually doing his own podcast of us.
So he makes fun of you like you make fun of the P&A
he has bots. He has bots writing it. Yes,
Dude, Cookie is like your number one super
He's
fan.
holding his phone into the microphone of our podcast, and then be like, "Yeah, we feel he's gonna be loathsome. And he's gonna talk about how lonely he is. He's an asshole that is a loser.
I'm Philly. I masturbate in the shower.
Yeah, and then my mom finds me, and then I shit in the trash can.
Okay, so your shower episode was episode 2.
Yeah.
Drink.
What episode was mine?
Is it like 5 or 6?
No, I think it was deeper in than that.
He came out pretty early, didn't he?
Well, which one?
The shower episode.
Do we have the email from the Warrior Princess
oh yeah.
and Q?
There was an
We can
email,
look,
wasn't
yeah.
there?
Yeah.
Yeah, because she literally sent us the screenshot and told the story via email, which we appreciated.
I just own up to it. I really don't give 2 fucks.
We all jerk off. I mean, it's weird when your girlfriend knows, but that's okay. I just announced the shit. I'm like, I'm going to jerk off because you're not doing your job.
And then did she come help?
Sometimes.
Maybe don't say that to these potential bachelorettes.
And we wonder
It's
why
not-
Phil's single.
Yeah, it's not maybe a good opening line. Just gonna
Yeah.
put that out there.
This dick's not going to suck itself.
I didn't think you were that flexible to even consider it.
Nah, not anymore.
January 7th.
January
She sent
7th.
that to- and
So
it
you
was
would've
like
been
a good 2 or 3 weeks before we got him back on
So
the
you'd
show.
be in the episode in the 20s somewhere.
Yeah.
Actually, Cookie, just email me once this comes out what episode it was, because he's our historian. He knows
Yeah.
every episode.
Does he have like a synopsis of each?
We hope so.
You know the Smithsonian Museum? There's a Smithsonian of P&A Podcast Express at Cookie's house.
I mean, he made us that.
Yeah, he made us the wooden sign up
The
there.
sign up there. Well, the smoke heater.
That was for the first live episode.
That was the 50th
Yep.
episode for the live up. So we do need to start planning, because we're in the mid 80s right now for episode
Yeah.
wise. This
Yeah, and
is
fall's just gonna get busier.
Yeah, let's
so
pick a Saturday and
this
get
is
shit fixed.
this is kind of like when my JV basketball coach cornered me in the shower. He said, "Just let it happen." So this is what's happening here.
Jerry Sandusky 2.0.
Phil's a good boy. Phil's a
I
good
was
boy.
in the middle
Phil's
of
a good
drinking
boy.
there, and I'm just like,
That was a good one. Cecil Fielder.
Ashley's looking at her Saturdays when she doesn't have weddings booked.
I am October 23rd is the only one in October.
Alright.
Oh, that's going to be close. That's going to be close.
It's going to be close.
We can't do a Halloween weekend.
No, and I have
No.
a wedding on the 30th.
Who the fuck gets married the day before Halloween?
They think it's fun, apparently.
My sister did, as a matter of fact.
Your sister's fucking weird. She's also
She
a
is
lot more
fucking weird.
successful
She's
than
my
you.
sister.
But JB, that wedding in Traverse City was Halloween weekend, so that was like cool because it was even spookier to have like
All right, I'm intrigued.
yeah.
Except my parents would shoot me if I got married in October.
Yeah, you can't do it during
Fall
harvest.
No,
yeah,
my,
that wouldn't work.
My dad would be like, "Yeah, we're not going."
Yeah.
My dad would literally like. My mom would drag my dad out of the harvester to go to my football games in the fall time. She's like, "You can quit 2 hours early tonight to go watch your son play football." I'm like, "Nah, I play better when you guys aren't there."
Does
Please
your
don't."
mother sound like that?
Yeah, it was whenever she opened the screen door to yell at me, "Jonathan, Michael, get your ass over here!" And then when we played cards, she'd sit next to me and be like,
explains
"You rat!" and hit me on the shoulder like that.
Your mother's more of a man than I am.
Jeez, oh, Pete.
Oh, yeah.
So
You don't mess with the wrath of Debbie.
we're about 20 episodes out from the 23rd. But we could make that happen. And if it's not the
was
actual
gross,
100th
I'm sorry.
episode,
Yeah.
if it's not the actual 100th episode, I think we can be forgiven, right?
No.
Must not.
Listen to no.
You could always
What
throw,
an asshole.
You could always throw in an extra one, like just have Phil over for dinner at your house and just throw in an extra like bonus podcast to get you to 100.
Can I play with the raccoons
we'll
again?
be past
Well, you'll be
100.
past it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because we're at 80. We're at 83 right now already
You
published.
do-
This is
you
going to be
do 2 a
84 and
week,
You do
85.
2 a week.
Yeah. So let's do. There you go. Let's do some quick. Oh, see, I turned on my stopwatch instead, looking for my calendar. Who's stupid now?
Got him.
85, 87, 89, 91,
Holy shit, you
93,
count by twos?
95, 97, 99. You're looking at about the middle of October.
So yeah, the 23rd.
I mean, we could just set a date and do it that day.
Our ceremonial 100th.
Well, what would be
Just
better than
skip a
like
quick
100?
trip.
Why
What's
don't we
better
do our
than 100?
ceremonial 103rd episode?
Yeah.
Celebrating 103 episodes.
Should do 102 because episode 2 was like.
Oh, it's been 100 episodes since that debacle.
Yep.
It'll be like the 105th episode.
Because that's when it really got started.
The 100th good episode.
Did we determine my episode was in the 20s?
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
It was from January.
What do you think of that? Well, it'll be like our 105th episode, but we'll call it the 100th good episode.
There you go.
I don't.
The 100th quality episode.
You guys are just crushing my soul right now.
You don't have a soul.
That's fair.
Not at all.
Benny and the Jets. Benny. Well, this just got worse.
Nobody ever needed to hear that ever.
You've already used the dancing wiener as the. Oh, never mind.
That was hot dog.
That was hot dog.
Hot dog, hot dog, hot
There's the
diggity
unshittable
dog.
trash can episode, which is quick trip number 7 when I shit in the trash can. Episode 25. Phil Collins made an appearance for episode 27. Magic Johnson did for episode 28.
AIDS.
I think you're going to be about episode 31 or so, maybe 30.
Did I think
State Bowling was episode 30. That was one of our best episodes to date.
I was not there for that one.
I love that they
'Cause
were
you
like,
suck balls.
but they were making fun of Eddie because they're like, Eddie doesn't want to be a part of our podcast. She's like, leave me alone.
Oh shit! Here's one back on episode 31. JB is single and ready to mingle, so you need to
That's
listen
when
to.
me and Warrior Princess broke up.
Oh, so it was before this then.
Yeah, so it's got to be in the 20s.
Yeah. Here we are. Here we are on a podcast talking about our podcast.
Cookie, where are you?
I used to beg people to listen. Now I don't have time for that shit.
I think
If you don't
It's
want to
gotta-
listen, go fuck yourself.
didn't I use like
Was it the Phil Collins one?
episode 16? I think it is. I used the shower head.
Oh shit! Let's see. Oh man, and sorry everybody. I like the case. I like the
Keystone, you're so smooth.
Keystone. You're so smooth. Ashley, you're pretty quiet
Yeah,
over there.
it's episode number 16.
So
I
take,
thought I used the shower head from Psycho.
take a listen to episode 16 if you get a chance.
Yeah.
JB's like, way to bring it up again, guys. Thanks.
I don't care.
We
My,
find out more
well,
than
I had a-
JB.
I had
We
a
find out
friend
more about
ask me,
JB.
she's
Than,
like- she's
it's
like-
only 17 minutes long too.
Yeah.
That's back when we actually.
That was the quick
That's
trip.
back
That
when
was
we,
the quick
we
trip.
actually did quick trips.
Yeah.
Katie up there, Katie Taylor up in Alaska. We're sorry. She just texted me. She's like, I'm listening to the quick trip from last week. It's not quick.
It was
I
like an
like
hour.
it when they're longer, though, because I can actually get work done when I'm listening. It's not like, oh, it's already over. Like,
Yeah, because you don't have to concentrate on what we talk
No,
about.
you
at
don't
all.
have to focus at all.
Why would you?
I don't listen to me.
No. I don't really go back and listen that much. I used to listen for sound quality, things like that. Now I just kind of don't give a shit.
We can tell.
It's
Yeah.
gone down.
Yeah.
the
I'm
production
fucking with you.
quality's gone
Best
down.
producer I've ever had over here.
You're only producer, that's why.
Wow.
Man, JB's meanness has spread to you.
He is.
I
He's
know
so
it.
mean.
God, what a
They do call me an asshole.
If we were in an 80s Saturday morning cartoon, I'd already be stone and you'd be starting to turn to stone because the evil gargoyle has gotten a hold of you over here.
yeah, no shit.
So I'm an asshole to you guys, but if like you see me around my friends, they're the asshole to me.
You're not an asshole to me.
No, I like you. That's
Oh,
why.
trust me, I've noticed before. They don't speak. They talk all kinds of shit about you in the when you're not around.
How do you know?
Because I'm around.
Because we're 2
I'm
of your
joking.
friends.
Fucking myth.
I'm joking.
You guys aren't my only friends. That's true.
Yeah, when you're not here, he used to just say "F you, JB" and like just let it go on
Fuck
the
you,
podcast.
JB.
Yeah, all the time. Like,
Not
Yeah.
surprised.
I'm very angry about bowling season, by the way. Are we going to talk about this?
We can
ever?
talk about it. I will be back.
Why did you bag out on bowling season and state tournament on us?
Well, state tournament, I already
that
had
cut
some.
me deep. That cut me deep. You missed me.
pre-existing-
You missed me absolutely going off on the clerk at the fucking hotel. Remember that?
Why didn't you
Remember
record
that, Adam? I'm like, what do you mean you don't know? And then she stood there saying she didn't have a room reserved in my name, which I had the paperwork that said they did. And then we stood there in 4 minutes of awkward silence, and I said, "So do you have a room?" Remember that? 4 minutes of awkward silence. Do you have a room? Yeah. Can I please stay there tonight? That's how it went, too, wasn't it, Adam?
It was. It was.
well, I would really
best.
like to stay here. So.
I will try my best to go this year, and I will be at 99.9% of the bowling tournament.
Okay.
Dude, $179 check I got.
Hey,
Imagine what you could have done there.
Do you remember the best part about that room, though? We got the handicapped bathroom room, and the bathroom was the size of the room.
So
it was
much room
huge
for activities.
Like, when I farted, it just echoed.
Yeah.
And it was all guys in there, so you were having a real good time.
Yeah.
And you didn't have to fight about with Eddie who would be the little spoon.
No, because Eddie just said, I'll be the little spoon.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, I accept
Did
my
you
fate.
share a room with Eddie for
Yeah,
football?
we had separate beds.
Oh, okay.
If not, I was sitting my ass on my couch. Eddie got us a suite for two of us.
I stayed in the same bed as Eddie. I'll admit it. I don't care.
I literally said to John, I was like, if Eddie gets freaky, I got 2 beds too. You can come down to my room. It's fine. Like,
Although Eddie passed out early on Saturday night because we were doing our podcast and everything.
He was so
He
pissed.
wanted no part of the podcast.
Just shut up, guy. Well, it didn't help that Stefan was just driving.
He was hilarious.
But he was driving rails into his bed.
Oh yeah. Jesus. So we did the fucking we did the fucking School of Rock, and then we did our podcast.
Yeah.
That was an epic goddamn night. I just remember Eddie, we're doing a take, and it was getting a little bit later for the School of Rock. I just let out a burp, and he's like, God damn it, now we got to do that one again. And I'm like, fucking just play it. He's like, you can't do that on the radio. And I'm like, God bless podcast then.
you're like, crap, I forgot which one I was doing.
I did. They crossed the streams.
And then remember, a little after midnight, we're still recording our podcast, and he's like, I think this episode's done.
He did. He cut us off. He's like, this episode is over. And we said, saith the Eddie. So I finished off the whiskey bottle that guy handed to me, and we fucking wrapped her up.
That was a good
Maybe it's a
time.
good thing I didn't go.
No, you should have been there.
We're coming to you live from the Hamptons. And
Hey, I would have been single. I would have been single at that time too.
Yeah. But I'll tell you what, there was
Nothing there.
No.
That's a disappointment.
Eddie, Phil, and then Phil's dad were the most attractive things in the hotel.
thank you for that.
Aw.
That's the nicest thing anybody
That was
said
so
about me in a long
sweet.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Make your heart go
that actually
pitter
made me
pat.
feel
It only took about 12 years to get to that point, though.
It's okay.
I was a little jealous of Eddie that night.
So you could actually show this potential suitors a picture of me and say, how many drinks would it take before you think this guy's attractive?
That could be the start of the love thing.
Yeah.
Should we make him fill out like one
You
of
don't
those
get to ask
forms?
him questions. We just feed them
We gotta
drinks
make a
until
signed
one of them
liability
agrees to
form
go out with
if
you.
you-
Oh,
don't have
shit.
hangover,
That's
it's
a
not
better
on.
show.
Yeah.
That's a better
What do you
show.
think of this format? Phil doesn't get to ask him any questions. We feed them drinks until one of them agrees to go out with him.
I'm in.
I don't know if I like sloppy drunk dating though.
Phil does.
I'm sure he does.
Wait.
That's like 90% of the dates I've ever been on for me.
That might be
I
your
was sloppy drunk.
that might be your problem, Phil. I'm
Probably
just
why
saying.
you're on second
We're
dates.
trying to get to a different area
Might be
instead
why
of
you
where
won't-
you've
We
already
will
Right.
set
been.
them up with a
Home run.
candlelit table in front of the chocolate milk mirror.
With the
Yeah, leave
PNA
that
Podcast
there.
Express.
Leave that right there.
I'll bring a tablecloth. We'll actually make it like classy.
Can it be one of those like red and white checkered ones, like
to
old
match
school?
the
Yeah,
paper
chuck
that's on
wagon.
the inside of
Yeah,
the.
that pattern
Yeah.
right there.
The old picnic table style ones when you were
Yeah.
camping.
We'll serve spaghetti so there can be like a Lady and the Tramp type of thing.
We have to have one of those candles that's made out of like the wine bottles that you see in like the New York
Oh yeah, with
bistros.
the little wicker on
Yeah,
the bottom.
yeah.
Get Italian menus with them going down the
With
river.
the gondola from fucking the canal.
And it's got to be in
Italy.
sepia. Remember?
Sepia tones. Yeah. You guys, I might
It's
have just
gotta-
actually described my perfect date
There
to you
you
guys,
go.
and you didn't even know it.
It's got to fit the area, so it's not going to be a gondola. It's going to be a guy in a canoe on the Black River.
No. Can it be a trashed out '84 Monte Carlo driving through the trailer park with a guy on meth driving?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect.
That describes
Done.
Deckerville.
It's your dream date, dude.
Hence why it's called the STD here.
This is my dream date, not your weekend at Bernie's.
Always something going down.
There'll be two choices on the menu. No prices,
No.
obviously, but two choices. There'll be, do you want your chicken, dunked in grease, or do you want it just thrown on the hot iron?
On the hibachi. You want it in grease or you want it on the hibachi?
We could throw it on the hot iron.
Right.
We're talking about food. Pissed off about this fucking.
You better slap iron to it.
Yeah.
Is the kitchen even still open?
Of course.
Oh, okay.
Yes. It never.
They just
I
turned the
need to
light
order
off.
takeout when I go. I can't forget
It's
to do
not
that.
even 8 o'clock yet.
I
Actually.
know, but I have to remember.
got
Don't
like
let me
Pumpkin
forget.
over here. Of course, you did say you go to bed at like 10:30 or 11
I go
o'clock
to
or
bed
some
at 10:30.
shit.
And
That's
I gotta go work
weird.
fields. Oh man, this is not gonna end good.
You're
I'm gonna
all
have a late night. I got a
Grab a
30-minute
six-pack.
drive.
Grab a six-pack. Don't drink them on your drive, but once you get to the field, grab your six-pack and have beers while you're working around.
Autosphere. That's what it's for.
I know.
I'm sure it's a good time up in there, John.
I got my aux cord in my truck, too. Fuck yeah, I can listen non-static. Or
You could listen to your episode. Go
103
back to the
No,
20s.
I'm not listening to that. I was just curious what one it was. I couldn't remember. Somebody asked me. I'm like, I have no fucking clue.
Can somebody reshare it so it gets more listens from?
Is that
do
your
that.
most listened
Yes.
episode?
So far, let me look at this.
I was gonna say,
No.
can you look to see which episodes get listened to the most?
Yes, absolutely. I have this information. Just give me 15 seconds.
Oh, so a side note, we were ranked in Australia.
In Australia this time.
Not just Israel.
No.
Nice.
Yeah,
No,
if you
the-
look at our charts, like we've charted in Israel, Australia, and the United States now.
The only thing I can think of is that a lot of Jews defected to Australia with everything going on in the Middle East and that.
And
right
I was
now.
telling Anne Frank jokes again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not very nice. you
Well,
know.
at least we were telling Helen Keller jokes last night.
That's not nice either.
So our number one listened to episode
5?
roughly is episode 5, yeah. 14, episode 14 is number 2. 19 is number 3. Episode 3 is number 4. Episode 2 is number 5.
Hey, Chris.
Woo!
Drink.
Drink. Episode 10, episode 13, episode 6, episode 4, and episode 8. Those are our most listened to.
I didn't crack the top 10.
Good job.
Woo! I'm not as embarrassed anymore.
And now,
will
and
now.
now, you, like after,
So
after
lately,
this comes out, you're gonna be number one.
I did get a text from a friend that said that they are going through and listening to all the episodes again, and I said that's great. That's like historic right there.
Yeah.
And they said, and they also said this. They're like, we're about at episode. He's at about 50 something. He's like, you guys have not gotten better.
No. We might have peaked at episode 2.
He said we peaked about episode 15 to 20.
I think
Yeah.
I've listened to some twice, but only the ones where you guys were making fun of me, and so I had to go back and be like, all right, this grinds my gears,
This
so
guy
I
is
need
the
to
one.
like
He
come
said
back.
he said some vile shit about you on the
no,
podcast
it's
before.
never JB,
I like her.
He said your art is trash and you're not creative.
and that's a lie.
My friend's a dick, and here's why.
Something about always taking pictures with a smeared up lens. I don't know.
That's right. Ugh.
You know.
I don't know if Ashley's ever taken a picture of me with her camera. We're going to keep it that way for as long as possible.
Now
Well, she
I want
likes
you to
the
do
camera.
something every single time you're with JB at a game and you have your camera, take a picture of him.
Please don't.
I don't think when we do games,
But
I don't
catch
even
him in
bring
an-
my stuff with me, do I?
Catch him in
You
an
might hit him
uncompromising
once in a while, yeah.
position.
Eventually he's going to be dating again because she'll come to her senses, and we'll need a picture of him to put on his dating profile.
Oh, she's going to come to her senses?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's probably about
I do
right.
take pictures with my
So-
cell phone during games, though. Sometimes
there
he'll
you
be
go.
so into the game, it's so funny
So
to be
that's-
like,
yeah,
just like
of
put it up.
course.
He Snapchats me too. Like if we're both laughing about something, he'll be like, yeah. And then somebody across the gym will be like waving. He'll be like, you just sent that to them, and he totally will. Just send it to somebody
Dude,
random.
I Snapchat players during the game as it goes on. I have like a lot of the ugly people.
Wouldn't
I
it
know
be great
who
if
they
they
are.
wouldn't it be great if they stopped and reached in their fucking whatever they're wearing, basketball, football, grab their phone and be like, holy shit, hi JB.
He just said my
this treat's
name.
for you. This treat for you, JB.
I get a lot of people that come up and talk to me. And then I always get people that ask me to let them be on air, and I'm like, no.
Oh yeah, a lot of people come up and ask, like,
Especially
can we
when
be on? No.
I'll be in Harvard Beach because they know both of us very
Yeah.
well there.
Yeah.
Constantly coming to ask me on air. I'm like, no. They're like, why not? I'm like, because I don't want to sound like trash, even though we're already there.
We are not.
Booyah shaka.
I mean, we're better than the competition.
We do a pretty good job.
We have live in-game stats.
Yeah,
Nice.
because I'm awesome.
I have an iPad.
Well, I
I
didn't
tried to
figure
do the
he was
All-Star
doing
game.
math.
That was a mega failure. Because Eddie doesn't talk enough during basketball games, so I can't do stats.
Yeah, your fingers move really fast.
No,
too.
I can do it.
You could
but
do it, yeah.
I
That
have
explains how he got his girlfriend.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hold on. Why is it that Eddie incessantly talks about people shooting and being around the elbow? Have you ever noticed that?
Because maybe that's his favorite. Like, I think Eddie sticks to the same, like, words when if he feels more comfortable using.
I think that maybe he's like, I didn't know there was an elbow on the basketball court, so therefore
I have to
he
use
goes to
this
that
all the
all-
time.
yeah.
It's like I was told by one of my. I have a guy that works in the minor league ballparks, and I met one of like the broadcasters for a minor league ballpark and got to talk to him and everything. And he was telling me this one time, like broadcast, he's like, if you go listen to one of these games, like I did a game, he called like, what was it, 47 ground balls, and never used the word ground ball. He's like, that's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to use the same thing twice. He said he never used the word ground ball. And there was
So you
like
have to be
47 ground balls.
creative with your words.
Yeah. And he never used the same thing twice.
Yeah, I don't have that good of verbosity.
I don't either.
Vocabulary.
Verbosity.
Webster. Go, hey, look up your name in an Urban Dictionary. I dare you.
Dribbler to
Oh.
shortstop. Field it
Dribbler.
cleanly. Throw to first. Got him in time.
That's a roller.
That's going to be you next week in Minden.
Yeah.
That's a roller coming up in the middle there. It's a roller.
Fielded by
Seriously.
the pitcher.
Go
He's
look-
facing third base. He spins all the way around. Throws it to first. Gets him by half a step.
And look up Phil.
Satchel throws it over to lefty and for the out.
Jim
that
Joyce
first?
didn't
I
blow
don't
that
know.
call.
No, was it Jim Joyce?
Yeah.
Fuck Jim Joyce.
It's a great day here in the ballpark.
Colorado's perfect game.
I don't really like baseball that much.
I love baseball.
See, that's his go-to, and he doesn't have anything more to say. I
Yeah.
like it.
It's because we can't do that when we're on air doing games,
Isn't
so
it
he's got to
great?
get
Isn't
it
it
all
Somebody
out.
asked me, how do I go from cussing and swearing at work all the time to just like talking normal and like being...
Dude,
It's because as soon as we're off the air and you hit the things, we're like,
Fuck,
damn it. And then I'm like, are we off? Yeah, okay, we're off. Okay, good.
So the only
Ash is
time,
always concerned if I'm
I
off
am.
air.
The only
I'm always like, are we off? Are we off?
the only time Eddie's ever like gotten upset at me about a game was that Marlette game when all I could do was bitch about that pole in the way, and I said you should hear what I was saying off the air.
I was like, Eddie, you don't understand. The pole was right in
In
the
the
way.
fucking
Like,
way.
it was not. Whoever came up with that was so dumb.
The Urban Dictionary does not have Adam Filkins.
No, just Adam. Just Adam.
Just Adam? Okay.
Yeah, just Adam.
One Adam
Then
five.
do Phil. Then do Phil. Because there's some funny ones in
Man,
there.
you see?
Like, we were looking this up at work the one day, and the one for Kyle was dead accurate. I was hilarious.
J.R. Jupiter here, reporting from the Urban Dictionary.
He's been gone for a while.
He's
Well, this-
he's doing his own thing.
This starts out.
He's summering somewhere.
He's out there just
Who's
fucking
that?
J.R. Jupiter.
Oh, yeah.
He's out there just hammering ass
Slamming
all
ass
over the
all
time,
over the-
slamming ass all over the time space continuum.
Yeah.
He's even slamming ass in the future.
Future ass.
Future.
So what does it say?
A lovable, sweet guy who will make any girl feel special. He has dark hair and sexy dark brown eyes. Other than the brown eyes, it's probably pretty accurate.
Is this a wiki that you went in and edited just before this show?
He's a good kisser and is a nerd when it comes to video games. Nerd! He's a funny romantic and stupid. That's why people love him. I'm glad I have an Adam.
Aww.
Pretty spot on. Now let's see what...
Phil's is. You're gonna be surprised how accurate these actually are. Like,
No, this is totally wrong. I can't even read it.
want me to
Look
read
at
it?
this guy. You can't even read it.
I'll come read it.
A ray of sunshine. Too pure for this world. Somehow adorable and sexy at the same time.
Ladies, I'm single.
So, using it in a conversation. Hey, do you see that guy over there? Yeah. You could literally photosynthesize off of him. What's his name? Phil.
So this explains a lot. So I bet you that drummer
No,
that I'm like,
it
that
doesn't.
drummer I'm like, ah! Her Phil matches that definition. Not the Bizarro Phil. She's like, your name's Phil, right? She's like, yeah, you're the Bizarro Phil. I
Yeah.
get it.
You're the other Phil.
Yeah. You're the Phil I'm not
All right.
attracted
So
to.
what's Ashley?
Jesus.
We gotta be closing in on an hour.
Yeah, we're in an hour. Are you in a hurry?
No, I was just curious.
We got to give the people what they want, which is more podcast, apparently. By the way, contribute to the Steve Gutenberg Fund, please.
Yes, absolutely.
You made me want to watch like 3 Men and a Baby when you were talking about
Yes.
Steve Gutenberg. I'm like, oh my god! Did you
Even
know?
though-
All you need is $250, and he'll do like a 2-minute talk with you on
Cameo.
Cameo.
Okay.
I looked it up right after you were talking about that.
friend. I want to spend the whole day
Yeah, but isn't that better? I don't think he's coming
my
to
best friend.
Podunk, Michigan. Just saying.
We have the power. Our listeners will make it happen.
Ashley is a
Our
good
7
friend.
listeners.
If you are sad, she'll make you laugh. And if you are mad, she'll make you laugh too.
Okay.
Ashley can get mad fast, but deep inside, she can be nice and kind, but doesn't like to show it. She will be there for you no matter what. She has a good heart. Some people don't like her, but she don't care.
That part's true.
Accurate. Now look up JB.
That is extremely
They'll
accurate.
probably be like, slimy bastard.
Just do JB. I'm curious what JB is.
It's going to be slang for some weird sexual act
yeah, it's gonna be like
where you shove a tuba up your ass.
Jailbait. A girl or boy who's underage. In a sentence, back off, dude. She's jailbait.
Nice.
Well, that's disappointing.
Yeah, it happens.
Well, hold on. We're going to go with Jonathan.
You guys spelled correctly.
With no H, correct?
Yeah, but an O at the end instead of name.
Jonathan.
Oh,
Do it. Do it.
Jonathan?
Jonathon.
Hold on. Talk to the troops. I got to go to the bathroom.
Potty break for Phil.
Yeah, I got to pee. It happens.
For the best of us.
Jonathan. An amazing guy who is funny and social. He deserves the best in life and deserves to be with an amazing girl. He knows exactly how to make people laugh and isn't so bad to look at either. Actually, he's absolutely sexy and good looking. Anyone that is lucky enough to have him in their life should truly keep him there.
Damn right. I wish
Pretty-
Phil was here for that.
Pretty boy Jonathan.
Let me see that. Pretty boy swag. Pretty boy swag.
Used in a sentence. Man, who is that guy you're talking about? Oh, it's just Jonathan.
Damn right.
It's just
I wish Phil was here for that.
It might make him want to date you. Holy shit, Eddie is long.
Eddie.
Sweetest guy around. Edward is an old English name given to those who are very lucky.
Is Eddie's real name Edward?
I think so.
I believe it is.
I've never asked him that. We should find out. Because you know how some
Theory's
people.
not his real last name.
Well, it's it's extremely long and I
Yeah.
can never spell it.
Fortune's name.
Yeah, because I had to put on my wedding invitation, so I remember just like having to look it up. Because I'm like, I have no clue.
Why
how to
wasn't I
spell that.
invited to your wedding, Ashley?
I
I'm kind of
didn't-
disappointed about that.
You were underage during my wedding, probably.
What year did you get married?
2013. You were
I was
still in high school.
I was probably 2013 would have been the year Eric got married. I was completely shit-faced at that wedding.
Although so were Avery and all his friends, and they were at my wedding.
They were only grade above me.
Yeah.
They're like my age. though.
You feel better now?
Oh, God.
Phil, you missed mine in Urban Dictionary. It was dead accurate.
They say little bitch.
No, it
No,
says he's a
it
sexy
was very,
beast.
very flattering. And
Yeah.
if he's in your life, you're lucky to have him.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Everybody else's Urban Dictionary fucking definition matches them, and mine's bullshit.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not your real name.
It's not.
Dude, I don't have brown eyes.
Is your real name Philip?
It is Philip
Yeah,
with
do
two
Philip.
L's. Phillip.
That could make a difference.
It could.
We had to spell mine correctly.
Right.
Fucking be an old-timey bastard.
And there's some names that aren't the actual, like, longer version of the name.
Right.
Philip is a crusty asshole.
Thank you, Urban Dictionary.
No, Philip is long too. Holy shit, I don't want to read all that.
I'll read it.
Just take the key points so that
I'll read it.
Just broad stroke it.
Crusty asshole, my ass.
My ass.
I gave the Cliff Notes version. Sorry.
All right. Philip is an amazing person, boyfriend, and best friend. He has strong morals and is very intelligent.
Jesus, this one's not right either.
He's very empathetic and never fails at making things better for those he cares for. He learns from his mistakes and improves for the future. He is incredibly understanding, patient, and most of all, forgiving. Phil is very physically fit and makes all the ladies' heads turn.
So it was very accurate up until that point.
Although he is always faithful, his hair grows long and his frame is symmetrical face where his stunning eyes shine.
Stunning eyes.
His eyes are so true that you can look straight into him and see his soul, and you can see any worry, feel his pain, and see the shape as he smiles.
Oh, it kind of is true.
Philip is a great kisser. He always tries to please his partner, especially in bed. He is very careful with his words, understanding that you can't take them back. He is straight to the point and isn't afraid to speak his mind. Although it has made some dislike for him being so honest, he holds his head high and walks with confidence and assurance.
That guy sounds like an asshole.
Is it done? Because I don't know if I can take any more bullshit.
Phil has a great sense of humor and likes making people laugh. He has a heart of a party and is always trying to get one going. Philip has a heart of gold, and any woman to called his is extremely lucky. Hey, we share that in common. It is hard to find a man more loyal, honest, trustworthy, funny, and just amazing as he is. Not to mention he is crazy sexy. Philip, this is the best part. Philip is a beautiful soul that has the power to inspire and change lives around him.
J.R. Jupiter here, reporting from 15 minutes ago. You're welcome, Philip, for me writing that in Urban Dictionary.
My jaw hurts from laughing and trying to speak at the same time. That was funny.
Remember that time when Adam could do a better J.R. Jupiter impression than I can? It's great.
Like always?
Like always.
Yeah, Jupiter, yeah.
There you go. S.A. Saturn.
S.A. Saturn on location. Oh, boy. Good old Urban Dictionary.
Yeah, man, look at you with your calendar having events in it and shit. Damn,
Daniel.
Booked solid.
Hey, you still never figured out what fantasy football team was my name. I just want to see your reaction to it.
I know. I have to download the app because I haven't done it yet. I always take it off in the off season because it's kind of annoying to get all those notifications.
Boo.
I know. But when they're not playing football, I don't want to know about who's having surgery or any of that stuff.
Boo.
Okay, I'll give you 3 names.
Okay.
You can figure out which one.
Well, I know you're not Mikey's whatever.
Yeah, if you can figure out which one of the 3 it is, these are 3 of my team names. You can figure out which one is in our league. Okay, CD's nuts.
Okay.
Kicking it with Kareem.
Okay.
And hanging with Hernandez.
I'm gonna go with the nuts one.
Yeah. But kicking it with Kareem and hanging with Hernandez, there are 2 other of my team names.
I think mine just says Ashley's team because I really didn't know how to be creative with that.
I change mine all the time. I don't even know what mine are right now.
No, I'll get a notification that says you changed it. Then 5 minutes later, it's another one. I'm like, just leave it. What are you doing? It's like, I came up with a better one.
I get impatient.
Yeah.
I named one of my teams a handicapped child. So that when I beat somebody, it would say you were beaten by a handicapped child.
Yes.
I wanted to make one AP's child's obedience class.
I know I had Zach Ertz last year, so my butt Ertz was my team name for a little while. I don't know. It's probably something terrible. Fear boners. I like that one. Usually fear boners is one I do. I'm not creative.
Yeah. I really like CD's nuts.
I got an A- in Spanish and a B+ in art class. I'm not creative. Oh.
That Canadian act.
Oh.
I love Canada. Apologizes for Brian Adams.
You Canadians with your beady little eyes and your flapping heads.
We said we apologize for Brian Adams.
And that bitch Anne Frank, too. We don't apologize for her.
She wasn't Canadian.
No.
I don't even think she ever hid there.
We should go to Canada.
She should have. And she probably.
You can't right now.
Yeah, you can. My dad just got back from Canada.
Ann Landers is the name I was looking for. That
does he have his
bitch Ann
passport?
Landers, too.
And his vaccination card.
I'm
Canadian.
vaccinated.
Ah, Canadian.
Yeah.
Canadian.
Canadian.
You probably aren't.
Nope. Probably not.
Canadian.
We were just having our own little conversation.
Canada.
What's the next line?
You and me do that. We
something land.
Fucking phone.
Nobody knows it. Even Canadians
I
are
hate
like,
my phone.
Oh, Canada. Ah, fuck. I don't know either. God damn it.
No,
Even
Canada.
Land that I call home.
My home and native land.
My home and
Yeah.
native land. That's the one.
yeah. But even Canadians are like, well, I don't know what that's about.
I'm not even sure what that's about.
Don't know that.
Or they say Jacques Le Boux.
Why do you
The
want to go?
Queen.
Why do you want to go to Canada?
I don't know. Drinking age is 19.
You're 20. What does it matter?
My brother always told me he was going to take me there for my 19th birthday, and he never did, and I'm disappointed.
So that's what we call the Arrested
The
Development.
best bar in Canada, though, is closed.
Campbell Street Station.
Yep.
I've been to Canada twice. Yeah. Both times with Niagara Falls.
Ninja.
Let's bring it back to life.
Yeah, I brought a fly to
I
life.
heard that. I kind of,
I keep
because I
trying
had
to
it
do that at
playing
work.
over the Alexa in the kitchen, and I walked away, and I was like, what the crap
We were
just
drunk.
happened?
Yeah. When that fly's family was praying that it coming back to life, who were they praying to? That's what I like to ask.
The God of Adam.
Yeah, it was me.
How many burps does this microphone have in it at this point?
Oh dear God.
I know that headset has a lot of farts in that headset too.
JV, get them all out now because you won't be able to do it come football season. So,
That's highly unprofessional.
and we have a timeout.
Dump button.
That's usually what happens.
Gay! You're gonna miss that in football.
I know. I'm going to be reaching for the fucking button to say, "Ha, gay!"
Oh, there's a fumble.
Gay! Oh, there's a bunch of guys scrambling around on the ground together. Gay!
The quarterback appears to be groping the center's nuts right now.
Gay! 22 guys fighting over a ball. Gay!
Every time JV sees guys going after the ball in the booth and they're all in a big pile, he feels lonely.
Are you lonesome tonight?
I felt lonely this weekend, I'm not going to lie.
You're what?
I felt lonely this weekend, I'm not going to lie.
Why's that?
Just was home alone all weekend, did absolutely nothing.
That sounds great.
Yeah, I was gonna say this weekend was like the first weekend all summer I've had no plans.
You're
I did
Tuscaloosa.
nothing. No, this last
Oh.
That was last
nothing.
weekend, wasn't it?
Nothing.
Yes, it was.
I did zero. I might have done negative amount of things.
Well, like Sunday, I'm going to sleep in Sunday. Woke up at 6:30, wide awake. 7 o'clock, I was outside doing landscaping.
That's what time I went to bed Sunday.
I don't know if I changed
Oh,
clothes.
the life you lead, Phil.
It's fucking crazy.
I don't know how you function sometimes.
I don't.
He's functionally dysfunctional.
Yeah, I didn't have anything on Saturday or Sunday either. It was kind of nice. This is the first
I-
weekend I didn't have a wedding on a Saturday.
I have a work schedule, sleep schedule, and drinking schedule that would kill almost 80% of humans.
It would definitely kill me, that's for sure.
There's times when I will go 3 weeks with only getting 2 to 4 hours of sleep a night, and that's alcohol-fueled rages the night before, make it to work, be highly productive, and then, yeah.
I pretty much go all week like on 5 to 6 hours of sleep, and then Sunday I just concentrate on sleeping.
See,
So the
I
key
fall
is,
asleep
though,
at like 10:30, 11
The
o'clock
key
every
is
night.
I
Get
do
up at
drink,
6:30.
but I always try to take at least 1, if not 2 days off a week, and I think that's the key. Because you can't get fucked up every single day. I used to be able to, but
Yeah, but you're getting older.
yeah.
That's the difference between me and Ashley. This is the first drink I've had since I was here last time.
Wow.
I haven't had a drink since I was here last time, which was just a week ago, but
So I've drank
Mine
them all
was
for
2
you
weeks
guys,
ago.
I guess.
yes.
Yeah, you drink for
Last
us.
night's debacle. Don't do 15 shots of Jaeger.
It's a good general rule.
Not recommended. I don't even like black licorice.
You don't?
My dad
No.
loves it.
Oh, I
Oh,
love
I
black
don't.
licorice. It's so good.
You ever drink Ouzo?
No.
Yes.
It's black licorice liqueur.
Yes. If you
It's
put
not
that
good.
shit in the freezer, ooh.
No, it's still
It's
not
high
good.
test, too. It's like 100. It's usually like 100 proof.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
Freaking wow.
It's the Janis Joplin.
There's a yawn, man. I'm tired.
Meow.
I think I beat you all because I don't think I've had a drink since 2012, maybe?
You didn't even drink at your
11?
wedding?
Is this because of religious beliefs or what's happening?
I just don't drink. I don't know.
So you wake up in the morning and that's the best you're going to feel all day.
No, I'm not a morning person. I don't feel good in the morning.
You gotta
Just
have 2
saying.
cups of coffee first.
Yeah, I get up, make my own coffee.
Eric
There's a
doesn't make it-
Starbucks on campus, so
Eric
I
doesn't
usually
make it
hit
for you?
that.
Every
What
night,
what school do you work at?
Saginaw Valley.
What about Einstein's Bagels?
my
That's
grandfather.
in a different building. I can't
My
go all the way over
grandfather
there.
said, "Never trust someone who doesn't drink."
"Ooh,
Right on cue.
Yes,
right on cue.
my husband says some days that's why you married me because
you,
I'm
Lyndon.
a built-in designated driver
Right.
at all times."
My brother says he loves that about his wife is when she's pregnant because for 9 months he's got a BD.
And usually in our like group of friends, I'm the one who drives everybody home.
See,
so.
as Jim Jeffries once said famously, people who don't drink They're boring cunts and their stories all end the same way. And then I got home.
I am boring, so it's fine. You can,
I only make it home.
or I believe the term was wet blanket. Who
You're
called
right.
me
Yes,
that
wet blanket.
last time?
That's wet blanket.
Phil called me that.
Who did I did?
Phil did, or no, Adam did.
I think
Yes,
I did.
it was Adam.
And JB's like, hey, she keeps us all in line. You need to stop making fun of her.
And,
really
and not to degrade you or the term, but you're kind of the TTS mother because you do fucking
I think
check us all.
I'm not even a
Especially-
mom, so I
You
just
should see
think
a
I am
basketball
like that.
season when
Yeah.
Eddie's off in La La Land and you're off in La La Land and it's just me and Ashley and I'm like, Ashley, you doing prep work? Yeah, okay, good.
Here's your script. Go. What?
Yeah, I read off a whole script.
We have
basketball season.
segments?
Best thing ever.
What?
So at this point, I'm going to big league a little bit here. I feel that my talent has eclipsed the point where I don't do high school regular season basketball games.
Yeah, that's below you.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, unless it's like really good though.
Now give me like a junior high basketball game. I'll call that shit all day long.
I coach it, come on.
Because they're going to be tripping on each other and like missing shot after shot. And
Oh,
you're like,
yeah.
and another shot. Yep, bouncing around the rim, and guess what? It doesn't go in.
You get kids getting hit in the face with balls.
Granny shot over there on the left side near the elbow.
Hey, I don't know who that kid's parent is, but they should tell him he sucks.
I had a couple of those, not going to lie.
Here we are going into the final 2 minutes of the game. It is 8-6.
It's a barn burner here in a barn.
And Phil's looking for the hottest mom in the crowd. Where is
Dude,
she? Where is she?
I check out every crowd
So,
for.
my first year coaching
You know the
junior
best
high
though,
basketball.
Elmont.
tell
Elmont football
where
games.
we're Midland.
yeah.
Those moms at Elmont, holy fucking shit.
Dude, no, you missed them. Me and Ashley go to Ubly Nouvelle regional semifinal game in
We
Midland, right?
do the intro, we put it on hold, and I'm like, JB, look down there.
And I look down to my
down
right
there.
because we're at like behind the basketball hoop on the end of the court. I look down to my right, second row up, probably 15 feet in at the end of the bleachers. Absolute MILF.
Smoke show.
Biggest fake tits you'll ever see.
Like, and we were above them, so you
Oh,
could
by
see
the way,
down
And
her
she had a
shirt.
clip. Yeah, it was like,
By the way, I like fake tits too.
But I shouldn't have said anything to JB because I kept watching him, and he wasn't watching the game. He was just watching over
And
there.
they're bouncing and bouncing and
nah,
bouncing.
she just sat there.
and
and
Bouncing up the court, bouncing.
Another dribble. Another
So
dribble.
then we go to commercial, and I'd be like, JB, I can see you. Can you stop looking at them? Thank you.
No.
Like, will you pay attention?
But so my first year ever coaching, I asked the 8th grade coach or the 7th grade coach, I'm like, who do you get to keep book? He's like, usually I just ask one of the parents. And I'm like, okay. He said last year I had so and so's dad do it, but he's not playing this year because the kid had a broken ankle, so he wasn't playing basketball. I go, okay, well I know so and so's mom. I'll have her do it. And the first game I go, so he goes, who'd you get to keep book? I'm like, so and so's mom. He goes, oh, thank you for that for the rest of the season. I'm gonna love sitting on the bench next to her. And this kid's now in high school, of course. Yeah, every high schooler makes fun of him about his mom. 110% makes fun of him about his mom. She is a smoke show.
So, I'll tell a little story here. Coaching wrestling, we go to a tournament one Saturday, and we had our seating meeting the night before, and one of the other coaches is like, dude, so I go to the strip bar last night, and he goes,
Always great to start out with.
there was a kid
That's a
from
great
another,
opener.
There was a kid from another school. His mom was there dancing.
Fucking
like,
sweet.
He's like, she was there dancing. And he's like trying to be all. He's like pointing
Discreet,
where,
like-
yeah, like
He's all like, she was there.
she was dancing. And
For
we're
those
like,
of you who didn't know, I had the little, the OK sign in my pointer going in and out in a repetitive motion.
I don't think anybody really wanted to know that.
No.
I'm sure they did. It's theater of the
Because when
mind.
you say your little pointer, that kind of leads a lot.
It
to
wasn't my
imagination.
dingus.
Phil, could you put it away? Thank you.
I don't want to see that again.
Nobody wants to.
You gotta clarify the again. That's why whenever fucked up situations happen, I always exclaim, "Not again!"
Well, he had to go into detail too. He's like, she wore tassels for part of her show.
And she had one going one direction and one going the other direction. I don't know how it
And you
happened.
couldn't unsee it for the rest of the day,
no,
could you?
no, dear God, it was like, oh,
Hey,
You know, that's one thing nice thing about basketball is a lot of times we're mixing with the fans, so you get to see the parents. Football, you're usually a ways away, so you don't get to see the visitor side very often.
she was just doing that job to pay for wrestling equipment for her
yeah.
son.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Those pay-to-play sports, you know.
The biggest question we had for the other coach was, what the hell were you doing at that strip bar? Because it was that strip bar.
Right.
He knew.
You know which one I'm talking about.
Right.
Yeah. And Emmett, we're like, what the hell were you doing at that strip bar? He's
Sorry
like,
for
well,
a little.
Fun fact about Phil, I've never been there.
I've never
me
been there
either.
either.
Me either.
And
The night I tried to go, the strippers had gone on strike and chased the bartender out, so it was closed.
The closest
So I was
got.
remember that that Far Side, the Far Side cartoon where it said Midvale School for the Gifted, and it shows a kid like pushing on a door and it says pull. I was like that on the door. I'm like, let me in.
So the closest I ever got was I had a coworker that on his way home with the company van, he stopped, and so my boss sent me and another guy to steal the van.
Yeah.
Sent us with another set of keys, and we stole the van.
Was there
and left it there.
GPS on it?
No, we heard from someone else that he was there.
So he come walking out and there was no van there?
There was no van there,
And he was
So-
left with the ham-fisted whores and the one-legged
called-
stripper.
He calls. He's like, well, "What the hell am I supposed to do?" And we're like, "Call your mom."
Oh, shit!
So yeah, that was pretty bad. That's like
That
the
was
real
really
thing.
good.
Yes. You ever watch Letterkenny?
Of course.
Yes.
You gotta put some pepper on it.
That sounded really close.
I've been practicing that one.
Yeah.
I do a lot of impressions. I'm getting better at my Bob Armstrong and my John McMurray's.
Those were pretty
spot
good.
on.
So
Yeah.
Phil's, when he started doing impressions, there was nowhere else but up. That's the sad
That's
part.
right.
And he
Yeah.
may have regressed a little bit at the beginning.
But I
he
like
was-
doing impressions of people that no one knows.
Even his Phil was bad.
Yeah, fuck. The worst impression I do is of Phil.
Yeah. It's the Phil that drummer dates, but it's still bad.
Stacy, if you ever want to be thoroughly disappointed, call me.
No, you don't call Stacy. You call Stacy's mom.
She's got it going on.
She's all I want.
Although, I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm horrible. You know, I'm prepared to die single.
I always said I was going to name my first daughter Stacy.
I think,
Just so I can be like, I got Stacy's mom.
hey, you're overthinking this.
So I shouldn't do that, is what you're saying.
You can do whatever the fuck you want.
This is true. It is a free country, as of now.
You've outkicked your coverage on your latest girlfriend. I'm just going to say that.
Hell yeah!
So, yeah, if I had a daughter, I'd have probably named her like Candy or Jacqueline, just so that she'd always have a job.
Yeah, as a stripper.
Yeah.
It's so not nice because my mother's name is Jacqueline,
If I had a daughter, I'd name her Natalie.
I know your mom.
and she's definitely not a stripper. So.
Oh, wait, I did.
Although,
That's right, somebody had
Avery's friends
sex
used
with
to
me
think
and we
she
had
was
a kid.
cute.
What?
Avery's friends used to think she was hot. So
Fucking Avery.
Maybe she had a whole life you didn't know about.
That boy's going up north this weekend with my brother.
I don't even know what he does half the time.
They're going golfing.
Oh yeah, always golfing.
Going golf.
That's all he
scramble
does.
in the UP.
Golf.
Fat
all the
waste
time.
of time.
I don't know. Should we, at an hour and 32 minutes, should we
I think you
Holy
need to
shit.
stop.
decide to shut this thing down?
All right, guys, next up to the stage, it's Candy.
Center stage, it's Candy.
She's going to be dancing to Pour Some Sugar on Me.
You need to go work at a strip club.
I may have already at one point, actually.
So I was announcing a wrestling tournament one time, and I did that, and I'm like, now to the center mat. Everybody give a welcome.
Now to the center mat. His name is Matt. He's on the mat. Let's give a big round of applause for Matt.
Matt Mathewson.
For both mats.
All the mats involved doing a great job.
They take a beating all day, every day.
But the official, you're garbage.
Yes,
Just
he
kidding.
probably was.
Hey, if you or anyone you know would like to be an official in high school sports,
Please do
go to
it.
MHSAA. I can't even do a straight face on the podcast.
Can we do it so I can actually see my father once in a while? When it's
There we go. There's an official shortage.
I was talking to him. He told me he's got more games scheduled for this year than I think last year.
yeah, because nobody wants to do it. he's in good shape. You would never know he's like 58 years old the way he
Wait,
runs.
my mom's older than him? Holy shit. I know they went to high school together.
Whoa! What was that?
is on fire.
Fucking song.
I love this song.
All right, we got to get out of here.
Yeah, we should probably wrap.
We
this
should
up.
wrap it up.
Bye-bye.
All right, well, he's Adam Filkins. I'm Phil Nickel. Ashley Wehner-Palmer, thank you for joining us. JB, thanks for being here at least.
I'm leaving. I'm out. I gotta work.
You can email us at, I forgot, pineappledoublearsehole@gmail.com or pnapodcastexpress@gmail.com. Make good choices.